Hi there, switchheads, and welcome to my review of Barn Finders, a wheeler-dealer type game that we'll see. Firstly, I just need to apologise also. This video is slightly rushed because I'm recording it on June the 16th, and that's my birthday, and obviously I've got things that I need to be doing today, so I apologise for the slight drop in quality. Although, feel free to still subscribe to the channel before we get started. And, I'll still bring you the weekly reviews and sales videos. And also giving this video a like would also help the channel grow. So let's start the bidding, shall we? Engage. And so, if you're a fan of the show Storage Hunters or Swap Shop, then I think you know what this game's all about. If not, then basically you own your own antiques and car knick-knack shop, and you go to storage lockers, auctions and barns to, basically bid on goods you can sell in your shop. That is basically the story, although there is something else happening. Basically, spend money to make money, cha-ching. So, from a rather interesting and kind of entertaining beginning, kind of cutscene thing, you basically get asked to connect a battery to a generator, car battery, and that basically fuels your internet and computer. It is, however, quite evident at this stage that you're a bit of a redneck and you're not really a bit of a high flyer at this point. I also want to mention at this point that I kind of went into it with very low expectations. The controls felt a little odd to begin with to me. Alright everybody, Switchhead's resident wheeler and dealer here, and I'm here to tell you a bit about the controls. Well, as you get into the game, you can get things like axes and different upgrades and stuff like that, and torch so that you can see better, whilst picking up items with the shoulder button. Some items, as you can plainly see, can be picked up and sent away. Means you don't need to carry them, basically. You can climb up ladders, as you can plainly see. Top things. You're looking for, basically you're looking for anything that you can get your hands on that's worth something. But there's some light puzzling. There's stuff that you need to find in order to do this light puzzling. And, all in all, this bit is pretty straightforward. Then you get a bit of an itinerary afterwards of what you've done and what you've collected. As well as these, you can jump, duck, you make a nice farting sound sometimes. How elegant. And you can also run. Join us. I'm sorry I had to do that. Anyway, that's pretty well the controls. The game itself kind of does a loop. Start by checking your emails, then go to places asked by using fuel cans, and the same cutscene over and over again. Ride 'em. Yeah, we're on the way to make money, folks. You'll arrive at a storage locker or have to search a barn or building and the surrounding areas for items, which do come in different types. Job items, golden items, collectible, comics, pictures, etc. And do some light puzzling to add a little spice. And also different colours. Generally, green items give you money, gold, which are kind of like special items that you hit a button and it basically gets picked up by your man and taken to the truck. And this can actually also include vehicle parts and things like that you can basically build in your own workshop. And interestingly enough, you can even find built full vehicles in some of these areas, and you can have them towed back to your showroom and you can sell them there as well. Okay, so you've seen how the actual wandering around houses picking stuff up works. So let's have a look at some auctions, shall we? Anime. I don't have enough money. If I did, I could bid and win. And then you get an end summary, which basically tells you how well you've done, gives you an itinerary of what you've collected, what you've not, if you know what I mean. Then normally it's night time and, well, basically go to bed, wake up and then get to washing some of the items or doing up and putting out and selling your goods. Surprisingly enough, I found there was actually more to do than I thought, and even a story in the background, sort of. I like the fact you can talk to other bidders and characters, but they're all gibberish, unfortunately. And, well, basically you have to read what they're saying on screen. There are also some, well, mini-game type things as well, for instance, haggling and the like, but you won't lose these, so any tension or risk is taken kind of away. Alright, there, you want to buy some goods? Sure, I'll sell you some. 64. Let's haggle a bit, mate, shall we? +6, it sounds alright. Maybe we can go a bit higher. Now you're talking, mate. Now you're talking. You enjoy. Then you can buy more equipment and shelves and cleaning stations, etc., as well as other items and upgrades. I'll say right here and now that BF is not the best game I've ever played, but it's definitely not the worst. It seemingly has a lot to actually do, but most of it, after a certain amount of time, is kind of like retreading familiar ground. Visually, it's okay and kind of what I thought it would be like, although I did take a gander at the PC version and oh my god, it's like night and day. And I think due to this downgrade of the graphics, it's kind of like hard to see some items at time, and also hard to pick up some items that you, well, kind of can see. Audio again is just okay, and I was disappointed that there was no voice acting. I mean, this could have done probably quite easy, even with the developers just saying one line here and one line there. The Good brings back all their member berries of watching shows like this on TV. There's a lot to actually do in the game. When you're starting out and it's all new to you, it's actually kind of fun to take part in. The Bad. Controls can be a little fiddly, picking small items up. No voiceovers. A little bit overpriced for my liking. A wee bit repetitive, and mini games are far too easy and kind of lose the point of having them there. You will get hours of gameplay from BF, but is it enough and at the standard to match the price? Well, no. But then again, if it was actually half the price, would I have recommended it? Probably, but only to fans of the programs it's trying to take off. But then on the other hand, I did have some fun. So is it below average? Kind of no. I just kind of felt it was a little overpriced for what you actually get. And for that, I'm going to give Barnfinders a 3 out of 5. I can't really see this appealing to everybody, but fans of the show and maybe a 50% reduction, you will probably like this one. Although, if you do buy it at full price, let me know down in the comments whether you agree or disagree with me. And with that, and before we get to my alternative, why not subscribe to the channel for further updates with reviews and sales videos each and every week. Also like the video, it really does help the channel grow. And so my alternative this week is going to be Bargain Hunter. Basically, I couldn't find much to actually match with this one, so I chose this one. Play as an upcoming bargain hunter looking to make your fortune turning trash into cash. I quite like that line. But if you know any more about this one, leave it down in the comments. I'm sure we'll appreciate, well, your knowledge. And with that, if you've got a better alternative, as usual, leave it down in the comments alongside your thoughts on Barnfinders. And also, as usual, if you feel like coming to, well, further the conversation in our Switch Heads community Discord, well, you're more than welcome. Because life is better when we switch together.